Welcome to our YouTube channel, Safety Guidelines. I'm partner of Fahim Azam, and in this video I shall share some safety tips while driving in fog. Driving in foggy weather. We are presenting this video in November 2022. Some countries are having winter season, while on the other hand some have cold weather just around the corner. Here are some of the top road safety tips that one should follow while driving in fog. Number 1. Use your car headlights carefully. Number 2. Slow down. Number 3. Keep your distance. Number 4. Focus on the sounds. Number 5. Use your windshield wipers. Number 6. Turn on the heater. Number 7. Check your mirrors frequently. Number 8. Pull off the road. Before I share details regarding the previously mentioned topics, I would be glad if you could take a few seconds and subscribe our channel. Use headlights carefully. One of the most essential things to know when driving in fog is that you should never turn off your headlights. According to experts, you should ideally use the low or dipped beam in such situations, as it casts light on the ground and does not impact your visibility. The reason behind this is quite simple. If the fog is quite dense, then your headlights are most probably the only thing oncoming drivers will be able to see from a distance. However, make sure not to use full beam while driving in fog. Since fog reflects the light back to you, using high or full beam, as tempting as it may be, will reduce your visibility even further and make things worse for you as well as for the other cars. If your car has fog lights, you can turn them on. Slow down. Whether you are driving in fog at night or during the daytime, do not increase your speed. Even if you cannot see another car on the road, it is extremely important to reduce your speed and turn on your headlights on low beam setting once the fog begins to set in. Keep glancing at your speedometer to ensure your speed is constant. This will not only lower the chances of a head-on collision with an oncoming car, because if you can't see them, they can't see you either, but also help you come to an easy stop if the car in front of you suddenly hits its brakes. One of the most critical driving tips to follow in fog is to never hit the brake all of a sudden, as this can result in another car rear-ending you, making the whole thing significantly worse. Also, be prepared for parked cars. These vehicles would rarely have their lights on, making them almost impossible to locate in dense fog. Keep your distance. This is one of the most basic safety measures for driving in the fog that everyone must be aware of. If you have ever driven in the fog before, you would know that most people tend to rely on the tail lights of the car in front of them because there's no other way to navigate in such situations. The problem with this approach is that you never know when that car would stop. What happens if they suddenly hit their brake while you are following them at a close distance? Or, since fog can make roads slick and slippery, what happens if the other car ends up sliding across the road and you are too close behind to save yourself? The best way to avoid a collision in such cases is by maintaining a safe distance. Instead of focusing solely on the taillights of another car, pay attention to your surroundings as well as always be ready to stop at a moment's notice. Focus on the sounds. Since fog reduces your visibility, you must rely on other senses to ensure your safety. As mentioned earlier, instead of paying too much attention to the car in front of you for guidance, Turn off your radio or DVD player and lower down your window to be able to hear the sounds on the road. Since you can't see what's ahead, try to hear the sounds of other cars driving close by. This will help give you an idea of how crowded the road is and how close other vehicles are. If there are any passengers in your car, ask them to quiet down and focus on the sounds outside as well. Use your windshield wipers. I know you are wondering how to deal with fog on the windshield. The easiest solution is to turn on your wipers. Moisture from the fog can create a glare on your windshield, further impairing your vision and making it much harder to see what's ahead. Turning on your windshield wipers would not clear up your view all of a sudden, but a clear windshield would make a ton of a difference. Also, depending on the weather conditions, you might want to keep them on until you reach your destination. Turn on the heater. People usually suggest turning on the heater when it gets foggy outside. This has nothing to do with keeping yourself warm. The fog outside can cause condensation inside your car. Most of the times, since you can't really see outside your windows anyways, drivers don't notice their windows getting foggy until the condensation becomes too thick and your vision is completely impaired. One of the simplest ways to deal with this problem while driving in fog is to turn up your heater or defroster. If your vehicle has a window demisting button or a dial, make sure to use it in such situations. Check your mirrors frequently. This goes without saying, but you should check your mirrors quite frequently while driving in fog. This road safety measure can be a little difficult to follow when you are engulfed in a thick blanket of fog, but keep glancing at your side mirrors to make sure there aren't any other cars at a close distance. Since driving at a slow speed is advised during such weather conditions, you should always be ready for other unseasoned drivers to overtake your car despite the low visibility. Checking your mirrors will ensure you aren't caught by surprise. If a car gets too close to yours, immediately press the horn to avoid a collision. Pull off the road. Pull off the road as far away from traffic as possible. It could be hard shoulder of the road, a gas station, or a lay-by area if visibility becomes extremely poor while driving in dense fog. Turn off your headlights, take your foot off the brake pedal and turn on your hazard lights. Wait until conditions improve before starting to drive again. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you find our video to be beneficial. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications regarding further videos. Also like, comment and share our video. See you in the next video. Till then, have a good time. Bye.